Hi, I'm Hedgehog Gamer 555 and this is the Heart Cure Watch. Yes, yet another electronic Precure toy. And it seems like another one I bought is going to be delivered tomorrow too. So that means it'll probably be like 4 of these videos in a row. But like I said before, it's not like I want to stop making educational console videos. It's just that I haven't gotten any new ones recently. So anyway, this is probably the smallest out of all of the electronic Precure toys. And it also has, I believe, the fewest amount of things to do. So anyway, I'll just turn it on. So anyway, the goal of this game is to take care of this girl. It's supposed to be one of the fairies from the show Delicious Party Precure that this is based on. They normally look like a fox, but for some reason they can just take on a human appearance. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully it doesn't just randomly turn on like the Twinkle book, because that was also about taking care of a character from this show. It says, I don't know, I believe Kome wants something, which is the name of this fairy. So anyway, you can go to various different places. Let's go to this ramen place. That's Ron, who's one of the cures. So we can buy these pot stickers. I think those are pot stickers. Well, I guess you can just talk to them. Also, a fun fact, this apparently uses the same CPU as the Tamagotchi Pix, and they're working on adding support for this in MAME. They added it, but it just shows a white screen when you try to start it up, so I'm not really sure what the problem is. Hopefully they can fix it soon, because emulating these would kind of go crazy. Anyway, you press this button on the top to open the menu. Well, let's feed Kome the pot stickers we just bought. Anyway, I counted and there's only technically like 11 unique activities on this device. This is one of the only games. It's this jump rope game. So that's what Kome is supposed to look like. Those are the fairy partners of the other cures. Dang it, I was... So I'm sorry if my hand covers up the screen. I noticed it was doing that a lot in my previous video. Also, what's interesting about this one is that it actually charges using micro USB. I did better when I was playing this earlier. Anyway, not exactly sure what this is supposed to be. These things are called recipes. They're like supposed to be fairies that I guess appear when people enjoy eating a food. But then the villains of the show just steal them to make monsters, and then apparently that makes the food taste weird. So the Cures have to defeat the monsters to make the food turn back to normal. So this appears to be a cooking game. It's literally called cooking in Japanese, so I guess I should have expected that. Also, this has a camera on it, and you're supposed to scan the QR codes on toy recipes to like unlock them. But I think you can also just unlock them from this one mini game. I'm not really sure. I think this just lets you see all the Anyway, this lets you chat with the Cures for some reason. Not really sure what she said, but I'll just say that. Guess that might have been the right answer. Anyway, by tapping these buttons, you can see the Cure's transformation scenes. But they made this one part look more cursed than it actually is in the show. So I'd rather not do that. Anyway, can also get letters from them somehow. I think this might be related to scanning QR codes, because the Precure wiki has a section of the page for this toy that just shows a bunch of QR codes. So anyway, this just lets you see the profiles for the different Cures. And also the fairy partners. So anyway, on the side there's actually what seems to be an SD card slot. That's because much like the Cure line from my last video, you could actually upgrade this device. But unlike the upgrades for the Cure line, which were free, you actually have to buy the upgrade, which comes with like an SD card or something that you plug into that slot, and then it also has like a new cover because this can be detached. Not really sure what it adds, but I think it like adds some stuff based on the other Cure who joined partway through the show. So anyway, this is just a game where you can do the Cure's finishing attacks. Anyway, you have to swipe up at the right time. So yes, it only takes 2 hits to defeat. By doing that, you can get points that you can use to buy stuff, like more food and stuff for Kome. Could do one of the educational games. Wow, I actually got more. I think I got more points from playing that than I did from the previous game. Or maybe it was the same amount. Oh yeah, also, you can see that the previous owner of this was named Sora, and their birthday was on June 14th. So now, that's the fourth name of a Japanese person that I know that had one of these toys previously. These are just the settings. It's not really anything interesting. So yeah, there's also one, because you could also do one more thing to like catch a recipe. Anyway, see it anyway. There's a camera. You're supposed to tap the recipe. But then one of those monsters will appear, so you'll have to choose a finishing attack to defeat it. All the finishing attacks in this show are just the Cure's shooting shapes at the monsters. It's kind of uncreative in my opinion. No, they do have some normal attacks, like that Cure Precious has 500 kilocalorie punch. Like, how can a punch even have kilocalories? So yeah, anyway, that's about all that's pretty much everything you can do on here. Despite that, they still charge like the equivalent of $60 for this. And then proceeded to make the next electronic toys even more expensive, so that they were like $80. Oh yes, apparently that's how you can turn her into a fox, just by tapping her. But anyway, that should probably do it for this video. Until next time, Hedgehog Gamer 555 out.